We like to project our own ideas of romance onto the animal kingdom. When we see two creatures pairing up in the wild, we imagine an innocent, peaceful bond that mirrors our own ideals of courtship and affection. But nature has zero interest in candlelit dinners. It strictly cares about genetic survival. The actual process of animal reproduction is aggressive, deeply weird, and in many cases, outright criminal. Human dating might feel miserable sometimes, but it is a luxury compared to the biological horror show happening in the wild. And to see how bad it gets, we need to start with the animals that seem the most innocent. While 97% of birds don't even have a penis, this specific Argentinian duck sports a half-meter screw-like appendage. During the mating season, this organ grows at an exponential rate, extending out into 6 to 12 counterclockwise coils. If a male approaches a female and she rejects him, he simply ignores the response. He climbs onto her back, bites her neck to pin her down, and physically subdues her. If they are on the water, he will actively hold her head under the surface, risking drowning her just to force the mating process. To defend against this, the female evolved a biological countermeasure, a clockwise labyrinth-shaped receiver organ. When the male attempts penetration, his counterclockwise screw is forced into dead-end pockets, deliberately trapping his genetic material so she can reject the sperm. In populations where males outnumber females, the process devolves into mob violence. Multiple males will surround a single female, taking turns and overwhelming her. The females who survive these encounters are often left bald, with their neck feathers completely torn out. Then the season ends. The massive organ degenerates, the violence immediately stops, and the flock goes right back to swimming peacefully and eating bugs as if nothing happened. Curious, slightly upbeat tone. Dolphins are highly social, universally loved, and famous for their intelligence. They are so cognitively advanced, they're the only animals besides humans known to use personal names, calling out to each other with specific vocal signatures. Darker tone. They use advanced communication to coordinate tactical ambushes. A male will spot a female, hold her hostage, and call out to his friends. The group surround her, blocks all possible escape routes, and forces her to mate with every single one of them. High intelligence comes with the capacity for recreation. Dolphins don't just mate to produce offspring, they do it for fun. They deploy coordinated mob tactics to terrorize females simply because they enjoy it. Down on the ocean floor, sea slugs face a unique biological dilemma. They are hermaphrodites, meaning they possess both male and female organs. Producing and carrying eggs requires massive energy. When it's time to reproduce, neither slug wants to take on the burden of being the mother. To settle the dispute, they fight. Both slugs extend their penises and lunge, using their reproductive organs as dueling weapons in a fencing match. The objective is striking first. A successful head strike injects a chemical cocktail, forcing the loser to take the female role. The winner then stabs the loser's body and injects his sperm through the open wound. The prolonged physical contact following the fight slows the female's metabolism. This prevents her body from digesting the winner's sperm before it reaches its target. The embrace functions as a calculated biological hostage situation, securing the genetic payload. This chart shows the physical disparity in elephant seals. You have a male that weighs up to 7,500 pounds, towering over a female that is 5 times smaller. That weight difference dictates their entire social hierarchy. When the breeding season starts, the males arrive on the beach and physically bludgeon each other. Only the top 10% secure a territory, allowing them to forcibly drag up to 100 females into their personal harem. Right around Valentine's Day, the alpha males begin a month-long mating marathon. They climb onto the smaller females and pin them down, mating nonstop. Alphas lose 30% of their body weight. The physical pressure regularly fractures the female's bones, sometimes crushing them to death. Meanwhile, the 90% of males who lost the territorial battles are banished to the edges of the beach. Flooded with hormones and highly aggressive, these weaker males resort to mating with each other or forcing themselves onto passing emperor penguins. The beach gathering is a month-long siege where physical dominance dictates the entire future of the bloodline. In the pitch-black depths of the ocean, the tiny, virtually blind male anglerfish wanders aimlessly. If he smells a giant female, he swims frantically toward her, bites directly into her stomach, and never lets go. If he misses this chance, he dies alone. In this medical-style illustration, you see his commitment. Over time, his skin, blood vessels, and internal organs dissolve and fuse into the female. Eventually, his entire existence is erased, leaving nothing behind but his testicles, which the female uses to fertilize her eggs whenever she wants. Up on land, the male redback spider employs a similarly suicidal strategy. He cautiously approaches the web of a massive, venomous female and maneuvers his body into a dangerous 69 position to deposit his sperm via his palps. The moment he starts, the female vomits digestive fluids directly onto his head, eating him alive. He uses his dying body as a decoy. While she eats his upper half, he snaps off his palp inside her genitalia, creating a hardened blockade preventing other males from mating with her. For these species, securing a genetic legacy requires the complete, agonizing erasure of their own physical existence. If giving up your life was extreme, the Attadactylidium mite optimized reproduction so intensely that the female is already pregnant before she's even born. This flowchart details her hyper-efficient life cycle. The mother mite finds and consumes a single thrip's egg. That single meal provides her with exactly enough energy to incubate 1 son and 7 daughters, entirely inside her own body. While still trapped inside the womb, that single brother mates with all 7 of his sisters. Fully pregnant, the daughters then chew through their mother's internal organs, eating her from the inside out to escape through the open wound. The mother dies. The brother dies before he ever sees the outside world. This entire cycle of incest and cannibalism takes exactly 4 days. We have half-meter corkscrew appendages, coordinated tactical kidnappings, genital sword fighting, dissolved bodies, and womb-bursting cannibalism. Evolution possesses no moral compass. Survival is strictly a terrifying numbers game, optimized over millions of years of trial and error. The concept of romance, of taking someone to dinner and asking about their day, is an entirely human invention. So the next time human dating feels annoying, take a deep breath. Be grateful it doesn't require a physical sword fight.